Everybody, welcome back. All right, so because it is the first week of September, we really only have so much time left. We got to get this done, and I'm going to be doing my Helix next week. I'm going to have the lumber that I need to complete all these turns here and get you up to the top level. So in order to do that, this past month, you probably saw a live that I did where I was ballasting this entire area. I got a good portion of it done, as you can see. And also I did a live earlier in the month, my Third Rail Thursday, where I covered this in and I was able to paint it brown and obviously get the static grass on there. You can definitely see how three-dimensional that is. And of course I finished off the front of it here with a nice piece of this polyboard, or whatever you want to call it, masonite. I just have to do right here because I did the ballast, but I just got to do this edging right here so that it looks a little bit more complete. I've got the ballast mostly done in this area here. I do have to clean it up a bit more, but that's basically how it's going to look there. And of course, I got to glue it down as well. I will have to add a bit more to it, but it's coming along, I think, fairly decent for what I'm trying to accomplish anyways. So, and not much has changed down this way, except when we take a look at the lower level here. So on the Third Rail Thursday that I did this past month, I did have Bubs over, and he did do some work in the yard here for me. He got all this ballasted, and I think it looks great so far. And I've just got some locomotives sitting in there, just so you can see how awesome that looks. Lights aren't on, but that doesn't really take too much away from it. The biggest thing that I've been doing this month is kind of chipping away at bench work, trying to get as much bench work done as possible. I do have this piece here that I do have to raise up, but I've been so busy doing things on the top level that I basically skipped over that. So let me show you what exactly I did this past month to kind of get where I need to be. So all this is new. I got all that, plywood done up there, and I did complete bench work going right around, and you can kind of see the underside of it here because I created a bridge from that 2x4 over to here, which I did connect. And then I laid plywood on top. As you can see, that's completely flat up there. And then I was able to lay my risers. It's a 2% grade. I don't try to use anything more than that. But I've got a 2% grade here with my bridge mock-up. I've got some abutments on the way thanks to M&M Rails. And then I was able to lay cork all the way around. And we're just going to follow that around. And also track as well. And I did super elevate these curves here, which are great. I love doing that. And I do have a bunch of cars sitting up here too. And you can kind of see how it weaves in and out there, and then it curves at the back. When we go underneath, which I slightly have to duck my head to make it under, I follow this around. Goes all the way back here. All the way across. And here's the bridge here. You can see the bridge. Then it goes to a number 7 right there. And that's kind of where the track and the cork stop. Because that's really where I started. So that's really what I've been working on this past month. And it's been a lot. It's a lot of work. I put my steel mill kits up here because I'm not sure if this is where the steel mill is going to go. I'm really thinking about it because it's going to be a large area. Like, you've got all that real estate, got all this as well. I still had to put a little module in here. And then I've got my entire ethanol plant sitting over here, which that's probably going to be steel mill as well. But yeah, this is where I've basically been sitting all my industry buildings for now. But I'm pretty sure that the ethanol building here, or the ethanol kits, will be going up here. I think that this is where I'm going to be putting them, at the top of the helix, right on top, because there's going to be a good chunk of land here, and you've got a nice backdrop of field. So I think that's where it's going to be going. So I guess you guys are wondering, how much do I have left? What do I have to do in order to get this main line going? Well, if you guys remember, I did a video a few months ago, back in July, because there you go. I started at July 20th of 2020. I set out to reach a goal of September 15th of being able to run trains from top to bottom. That's all 3 levels, from down there all the way up to there, by September 15th. So when I take a look, yeah, level 1 is done. I have a lot of the wiring done. Of course, I'm able to run along the main line there. Then we go from the helix. Helix level 1 to level 2. That's all done. The track is down. It is all wired. Then level 2. I've got all the track down for the main line. I've got my bridges in place. A lot of the wiring is done, but not all of it. That's why it kind of comes up short there, because I can definitely add some more feeders. But the wiring is pretty solid around the second level, so I feel very confident with that in the meantime. So I've got to get this helix done from level 2 to level 3. That's a huge part of this. That's what connects the whole thing. So I kind of skipped that because, you know, I've been procrastinating, even though I'm almost done this, but I cannot put up the helix. As you can see here, see those arms sticking out? I can't put up the helix until this is done, because of the fact that I won't be able to reach it. I won't be able to get to it. So that's got to be done first. But basically, with the third level here, I'm kind of working through it. The bench work is basically done. Mainline track, it's getting there. None of it's wired yet. Some of the roadbed is down, maybe more than half of it. But I literally have 2 weeks. No, about 2 weeks. Yeah, 14 days or so, because this will probably get posted September 1st. So I've got 2 weeks to get this helix done and finish literally just this top piece here, where I have to add all those risers, and then I have to connect the track up to the bridge on the other side, which goes over top of this track here. And that's all tunnel, by the way. This is all, everything that you're seeing in frame there is going to be in a tunnel, so you're not even going to see it. But yeah, it's going to go over top, it's going to come around, and there's going to be a couple of tracks coming along here that basically connect right here with this piece, which the 2 tracks go down the helix. And then that's it. And then that's my main line done. And then I can just add whatever else. I can make the city and get the buildings for here and do all that. Do the wiring. Add in the power for sidings. Do these 2 scenes here. Add more industries. add that whole water scene for this side here. I still need to get the backdrops, but the backdrops, you know, I can add them at any time here. There's no issue. And of course, get my paper mill up and going, because I really want to get this one in place here. I have to raise up all the land using foam. So it's not too tough, but it is time consuming. So I'm excited. And of course, being able to run trains again, you know I'm going to get distracted once I can run trains. And I'll be doing loops around this thing and testing just to make sure that everything is good. And then I'll be able to add sidings at a later point. But yeah, I've got to go around this thing 2.5 more times. So there's the 2 loops there, and then obviously I have to go around to here, and then I'm exiting the helix. That's it. All right, guys. Well, that's everything for this month. We've got lots more to do, lots more in store, and we're still chipping away here. But I am very excited because we are just weeks away from being able to run trains all the way around this thing. And yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've been working on this layout for over a year now, and I am so excited to be able to do this, and I appreciate all the support. Over the past year, I've had a number of supporters send some donations, and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to make note of that at the end of this video, so watch for your name. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's get this thing going, because the next time you see me, it'll probably be the Golden Spike, and I will probably do a live video showing you guys the very last piece of track to complete this main line. So let's get to work, because we've got lots more to do.